And I really see that MCP is turning almost into like the HTTP for AI. And so, and with that sort of larger vision, there's all these new things that folks are talking about, things that weren't originally planned for that are important to fill in if MCP can really sort of fill this gap of being this universal protocol in the AI space. And one area where we're seeing a really big gap is around monetization. So MCP didn't originally have a monetization sort of framework built in. So right now, if you want to monetize an MCP server, essentially a human has to go open an account, put the credit card in, get an API key, and plug that in. And we believe that that's really a very manual process, and it's important to find a way for this to be a fully automated process. So if if a user wants to use a resource, via an agent, that agent can essentially transact autonomously. And we think that really would allow for a lot of autonomous coordination on the internet between AIs. And so, so that was our impetus: is really, could we create a model that will allow for this in a way that didn't require any changes to the core protocol. And so what we came up with was Monetize MCP, which is essentially a peer-to-peer sort of system. And essentially Monetize MCP are a set of libraries that an MCP server can import in order to receive programmatic payments. And so the way it works is that on your local or cloud machine, you essentially have an MCP host, and you have a digital wallet. This digital wallet can be crypto or fiat. And that digital wallet can send payments to the Monetize MCP server, which can now receive those payments, verify those payments, settle those payments, and then respond with goods or services. And so we have this initial version has been built using USDC stablecoins, and we're able to do that using X4O2, which is a new payment protocol released by Coinbase. I know a lot of folks have a lot of mixed impressions with crypto, and I actually am with you. I'm in the same camp. I think there's been a lot of grift and a lot of crap, but there also is some really great pieces in that from the crypto world. And I believe that the stablecoin sort of element is a really great element that we're obviously seeing being recognized via regulation, and there's been a lot of great movements in that space. And the reason is that they offer a lot of great utility. And so, and it's really important to note that by using crypto, there's essentially no payment credentials ever leaving your machine. A lot more to speak about that, but I'll just leave it at that and move forward. So the second piece is with Monetize MCP, we have 3 standardized tools that each Monetize MCP server implements.